Yippee, be a star, and you'll find your... Yeah, you have to get to a flight pad and fly through the star. If you hold R, it controls a lot better.
We got it.
There you go.
Am I supposed to backflip up there?
No, you just kind of got to hit it from the right angle. I believe in a thing called love. Jesus Christ. You can't backflip. Okay, never mind. Fuck
That's
me,
what
I
I had
guess.
to do, I think.
I'm glad we're doing good on mumbo tokens. That was always a thing that I kind of neglected as a kid. And you really need a lot of them.
I fucked up.
That's okay. You want me to... Okay.
I knew I should have gone out of banjo mode there. Or Kazooie mode, rather.
What if Kazooie played a banjo, and Banjo played a kazoo?
That would be so cool.
Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Wouldn't that have made this game 1,000,000 times better in every way?
That would be so cool.
Be so hot and sick and gross and nasty.
Oh, yeah. I'm disgusted and intrigued.
I feel like... I don't know if this is exactly true, but I feel like most of the words that we use for good are words that mean bad. And that's interesting to me.
Yeah, you know, like... Yeah. You know?
Good conversation. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping you would go, yeah, twice.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's nuts, bro.
I wish... No, I don't.
Okay.
Next topic.
All right. Abortion. What do you think? Don't answer that. I don't want to have to hate you. I just don't.
Why do you think you would hate me?
I just don't trust.
Do you already?
I just
why
don't
are you
trust
assuming
you.
my view on it?
It's unfair of me to do. I don't trust anybody's view on that because it's a hard stance for me.
It's just a political view.
It's a political view that affects a lot of people, so it kind of goes outside the spectrum of just
But
standard.
it's not like I'm a
political
fucking
view.
politician over here.
No, but you're a voting American.
I'm not. I
All
don't
right.
vote.
All right. Well, that makes me feel better.
I don't vote. It's fucking pointless. Whenever I vote, it doesn't matter. Like, it makes no difference.
I hate that mindset.
But
Because you're
it's true, though.
It's correct in the sense of if everyone has that mindset, you're right. But like, it'll never come down to one vote, but 1,000,000 people who decide that that is just a fact make 1,000,000 votes. So the one
I
vote
wouldn't have
matters.
decided that if my votes in the past just literally didn't matter. Because even if you win the election, it doesn't come down to your votes. It comes down to someone else's. It comes down to the college fucking electoral.
That's for the
fuck.
president specifically, though. I'm talking about laws. Laws are affected pretty implicitly by your votes.
Oh, well. Either way, I don't vote because it's just like... Either way, it's going to be the way it's going to be. I don't think I make much of a difference.
Right. And if 1,000,000 people have that view of the individualistic, I won't make a
that
difference.
way if nobody voted.
Right. But that's the thing is, there are always people who are going to vote. I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people that have similar political opinions to you and me, each individual has that mindset of one individual doesn't make a difference. And because of that, there are millions of individuals who choose not to make a difference.
But it...
Like, you're looking at it from such an individualistic mindset of one person doesn't make a difference, but if so many people think that, it does make a difference, because then that's more than one person.
Don't think that. There's plenty of people that are voting.
Yes, I just feel like, I don't know. I personally feel like I have a lot of views that align with a lot of people that think that way, and the, views that I don't have are the people who say voting is important, be a good, true, red-blooded American and vote, it's your right, blah, blah, blah. And so it scares me. Just to tell myself that in some small, tiny, unnecessary, almost insignificant but still something way, I can participate in society in some capacity and make some minute, minuscule level of difference in something. If that makes sense.
I'm not saying it makes no difference to vote. I'm just saying it doesn't make enough of a difference for me to feel like it's worth my time.
I mean, fair enough.
Because when I vote, it's it's never close. It's never oh, it was a 1 vote difference or something.
I know, but that's my point, is one person having that mindset is true. But, it may not be a 1 vote difference, but if it's a 1,000,000 vote difference and 1,000,000 people who would have voted have the mindset of my vote just wouldn't have mattered anyway, then it matters.
It's less votes. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a little less votes. It's still going to be pretty much the same result, I think.
I think you should vote on anything that you feel strongly about personally. That's my opinion. I don't think you need to vote for everything. I don't think that it's your God-given American right or any of that dumb bullshit.
I have a strong stance on things, but I'm not out here this needs to change now,
I mean, there are things that I do feel that way about, though. Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, there are things I do feel that way about, but they are changing. And it's happening. It's not like nobody's noticing.
I know. I want to have some participation in that, I guess. I don't want it to just happen organically. If
there was no change happening, I'd be a lot more man, shit needs to change. But I feel like there is change happening a little bit. I think that's a big part
in some regards, but there's also some regression nowadays.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. I mean, that's a big part of why I don't want to be involved. It's just there's always another side that's going to really have their views and not change their mind. It's you can't change people's minds sometimes.
Right, that's why it's just about the majority. That's the point of democracy. That was close.
Whether there's 1,000 votes or 2,000, there's still going to be a majority.
Right, but if it's between 1,000 and 1,500 on the other side, but 1,000 people on one side choose not to vote, that would have made a difference. If every one of those people made an individual choice to have voted.
How would they all be on the same side? How do you have 1,000 people?
Because it's plausible, man. There are millions of people in the world. There are millions of people in the U.S. and
they're not
only
all
two
on the
options.
Same political party. All the people that don't vote.
3 hours later.
If you don't at all participate in the system, the change that you specifically want to see may not come about. It might, just by chance.
I don't really have that much of a need for political stances. Is that such a bad thing?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't personally agree with the mindset of my vote doesn't matter. I'm not saying that people have to vote. I don't like the nihilistic mindset that a lot of young people have of it just doesn't matter, so I won't even try. It's fine not to. It's fine to have that mindset. I don't personally agree with it, though.
I mean, when it comes down to the presidential vote, it doesn't matter. That's what I was referring to initially.
I pretty much agree with that. At the end of the day, you can win the popular vote and lose the electoral college. It really doesn't matter. There's gerrymandering that makes voting regions absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's all rigged. I get that.
That's pretty much all I was originally talking about. But as far as laws and stuff, I mean, I'm not that educated when it comes to that stuff.
And I think that that's an absolutely fair reason not to vote for something. I hate the rhetoric that was pushed that uneducated people need to make their voices heard. Because if you're not educated on the subject, why do you need to have a say in it? It doesn't make any sense.
Some of it is just like, I mean, I just don't have that strong of an opinion on it, like abortion for that matter.
That's a very divisive issue.
We can talk about it
later.
We can talk about it now. I don't care.
I know.
Like I said, I'm not super political. But I can express my opinions without worrying about what other people think.
I mean, fair enough. That's fine. I just wanted to give you the out if you wanted it. I don't think that.
Are you willing to express your opinions as well, or
my very specific personal opinion on abortion? I mean, yeah, I would, but
I mean, we express all kinds of opinions on this channel all the time.
I just wanted to make sure you knew what a divisive issue that is. I have a strong enough stance in I think anyone should have access to...
I have the stance that's generally more well-regarded, so...
You just said you don't really have a stance. You just said it can go either way for you.
No, what I meant is, I'm not super passionate about it.
Right.
I have a stance. I know what's really right, but I'm not if you don't think that, I can't be your friend, or if you don't think that, you're just wrong. I'm just this is what I think.
I agree with that. It's just, I have a very, specific stance on it, and I think that if someone disagrees, I want to hear their reasoning, and every single time anyone has ever given me their reasoning on disagreeing, I have disagreed with their reasoning. And therefore, I just don't believe that it's correct. Alright,
man, just spit it out. Which one is it?
I think any woman should have access to any sort of medical care that they need. And I think that if a woman chooses not to be burdened with a child, it's so disgusting to me to see, so many people use an argument of, oh, well, if you chose to have sex, you have to be responsible for the kid. And it's okay, but I don't think any kid...
Uh-oh.
This is bad. Okay, I only took 1 damage because I fell in the water. Okay, we're good. But I'm just thinking, I don't think any kid should be considered a punishment, and I don't think that anybody should be a parent that doesn't implicitly want to be a parent. Because a kid deserves better than that.
I think it's mostly religious people that are very, for...
Which makes me angry, because...
Or against it, I mean...
Which makes me upset, because, the whole... There's supposed to be a separation of church and state, but that's kind of a fallacy when church is so implicit in people's lives that the way they vote and their opinions are based off of it. There's not a separation there. And I don't think that there's a way to fix that. That's just people believing what they believe. But it bothers me that so many people believe solely based on what they're told.
Are we done with that world? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, relax, man. We still got lots to do. I gotta give kids presents. It's a whole situation.
Political time with buds.
I know, we haven't been funny for an hour.
This is what happens when we're sponsored by Jim Beam. It's a little bit...
That's what we should call it from now on.
It's a little bit edgy over here.
We're never drinking in videos. We're always just sponsored by Jim Beam.
Whew. Jim Beam. Damn. Sponsor us some more.
Yeah. Come at me, Jimmy.
But yeah, I have the same stance, man.
I figured you probably would. I would just rather not know. On the chance that someone I know and care about has a strongly differing opinion than me, it would bother me as much as I wouldn't want it to, and I would just rather not know.
It doesn't bother me. I just don't... If I don't understand someone's views, it doesn't bother me.
It bothers me when it's something that I'm that passionate about. That's the only time.
Yeah,
because especially when it's something that really does affect a lot of people. And a lot of the people voting, it does not affect as much.
Yeah, you're definitely more passionate about it than me. I just don't think about it that much.
I wish I couldn't.
But I just don't really understand the other view either.
Right. And back to the funny haha video. Look, snowman butt.
What was that on the ground?
It was a honeycomb. I'll go back and grab those. It's just you get a jiggy for killing all of these fucking things, so I may as well try.
I mean, our videos are kind of like podcasts sometimes because we don't have a podcast on the channel, so we treat our videos like it sometimes. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes here on Bud channel.
Sometimes here on Bud. I think we're all the time here on Bud, my friend.